Hello and welcome back to Chasing Trophies. There's big news going on. We have the T20 World Cup approaching, but the big news is that Bangladesh cricket team might not be playing this T20 World Cup. You might be on one fence or the other fence, but due to the political issues, the government had a meeting with the BCB and with the cricketers, and they've decided not to travel to India. Whereas the ICC in their meeting, they said ki, Bangladesh have to come to India and play the matches there. So there's a bit of a two-sided sword, and it is a bit confusing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, going into this World Cup again, a lot of tension, a lot of controversy. Joining me is Fez. It's a big topic, Fez, because look, Bangladesh, whatever said and done, they've been big part of ICC tournaments. They played some crazy games. They might have not been successful. They might not have won, but they're a very passionate cricket team. They're passionate cricket fans. So for them not being in the World Cup might not be a loss for a lot of people, but for them it will be a loss. Yes, I just want to get your take on the situation.
Yeah, 100%. Bangladesh not being in this World Cup, which supposedly in the next 24 hours we'll come to know, will be a big miss. Yes, people will be like, "Bhai, inla trophies nahi jeete, inla ye nahi kare," but they have had impact in minimal increments. अगर आप देखो 22 World Cup वाले सब जो बारिश से बच गए थे, अपन almost turn out हो गए थे India. We almost lost to them. Was that 22 World Cup? I can't remember where Litin Das की जब leading कर रहा था and India was playing against Bangladesh. And then you have like the Nidas Trophy जो अपन mention करे थे पहले. You know, the Bangladesh is a team that gives you moments. 2024 T20 World Cup against Afghanistan. They do carry a bit of weightage in cricket. Maybe not by the trophy and the glory, but just as a team that's been playing since like what 25, 20, 30 years now. It's a regular thing. Got something to conspire like this just before like 3 weeks before a World Cup for a team to lose that potentially lose that opportunity to play the World Cup is a little bit sad. Now we have seen also ICC is where I think I am blaming, you are blaming, that there is no one stands for one person. Like you are not able to control the situation before it even comes. Either you establish rules that are already dictated for all the members in the ICC, which is from India all the way to Bangladesh. Every team in this ICC events have to be noted कि अगर ऐसा कुछ situation आता है कि जहाँ पे political tension है या कुछ भी है, we shift it to one venue, or you have to come up with something. Because हम Champions Trophy में भी देखे, उससे पहले there were problems. हम not just politically but also just generally scheduling issues 23 में देखे हम लोग, जहाँ पे इंडिया में वर्ल्ड कप होने से 2-3 हफ्ते पहले स्केड्यूल रिलीज हुआ था, जब तक तो कुछ टेंशन भी नहीं था, पाकिस्तान उल्टा ट्रैवल करी थी इंडिया को. सो ये स्केड्यूल का तो भाई काफी टाइम से चल रहा है, एंड आईसीसी हैज टू येट अगेन बी ब्लेम्ड फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ lack of planning and lack of foreseeing, I would say. You are seeing the situation not happening just now but happening it since probably the IPL. So you would have to understand कि कहीं ना कहीं ये चीज़ें आ रहे हैं in the purview, and maybe accordingly start to develop rules that will further आगे जाके अगर कोई टीम खड़ गई कि हम नहीं आएंगे, maybe not as bigger, maybe bigger than Bangladesh, right? Like in terms of cricketing glory, if they refute, then what are you going to do?
Yeah, 100%. Because, like you said, if this is going to keep happening, then other teams will also put their hand up and say, I'm not going to go here, I'm not going to go there. And we don't know tomorrow where the problems will be between which two countries. Like, there might be a problem with England, Australia. We don't know.
Yeah.
So, they'll have to find a solution, because ICC event is basically an event where you need all the teams who are qualified to participate. And if they don't participate, that's when there's going to be problems, right? Now, for example, West Indies, if they qualify, we've seen World Cups when West Indies have not been there, or Champions Trophies when West Indies have not been there. But that's because of qualification. If West Indies qualify and then not in the T20 World Cup because of some political issue, then again that becomes a problem. So I think you're right. They have to find a solution where they can basically, at least have the tournament functioning. You're talking about scheduling. That is also a problem. Politically is becoming a problem now. I don't know where it's going to go from there. But do you see Scotland playing now in place of Bangladesh in this World Cup? Again, we don't have 100% confirmation, but we're heading towards that direction.
Honestly, like I mean, it's very difficult. I see still Bangladesh playing this. I don't know why. I mean, they're trying to push this till whatever time they can, and apparently it's still tomorrow. Okay, ye cheez, yeah, today rather, depending on when this video goes live, obviously. But I feel they might have to step back, because if they are smarter for their better cause of the players, for the board of cricket control in Bangladesh and all of these things, you see that every team is getting money from this tournament, right? Like when ICC does an event, they usually pay your associate nations, they pay the nations which are lesser in revenue board wise for many things. अगर पाकिस्तान को देख लो आप, चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी अगर they were going to miss out, they're going to miss out on a lot of money, right? तो फिर वो न्यूट्रल वाला चीज आप इंट्रोड्यूस करके समझाए कि भाई देखो तुम्हारी नुकसान है, मेरा नुकसान नहीं है. तो सिमिलरली मेरे को यही आई थिंक बांग्लादेश क्रिकेट विल हैव टू समटाइम्स थिंक नाउ के now again if it is an agreement to all the players and stuff, then they probably say tata bye bye and you see Scotland coming in. But I just still feel that the way this country is right now in turmoil and stuff, whatever is happening in their respective country, there I think like maybe Bangladesh will have to. But because there was a word that was used, not given up yet by the president of the Bangladesh Cricket Board in his addressing to the public and addressing to the media. So I still think like maybe if they don't get their way, maybe they might just like say forget. Like we tried our best, and I think that would be better for the players and the board. But you never know, like in these kind of situations.
Yeah, I mean, we've been in these situations before, but now it's getting worse and worse because, like, you
Yeah.
solved that Pakistan problem in a way by having the hybrid model. That itself
Yes.
was a very complicated issue, but that has been solved. Now you have another problem arising, and this problem, when it gets solved, you'll have another problem arising. So I guess we have to accept it as cricket fans. These things will happen. Was first accepted. Pakistan had to travel between Sri Lanka and Pakistan at that time.
Yes.
And also, if you remember, in Sri Lanka there was a lot of rain. I became like a weatherman at that time, right? And there was a day where we were told as the media that you have to pack your bags. We're going to Hambantota, and I don't know this place, bro.
Yeah,
Like I'm first time I'm in Sri Lanka. We went from Palakale to Colombo, and like, Colombo was giving like Mumbai vibes, and I felt comfortable there. And suddenly I was told that Merku Hamban Tota Jana. When I asked what is Hamban Tota, they said it's a forest. So I got a bit scared, but like obviously it's my first time. I'm alone in Sri Lanka. I don't know many people there. So that just adds to the point that even if you're covering or as fans, you have to be on the toes. It's not the most comfortable thing, and it's never going to be like that. I'm just
Yeah,
giving you a personal example.
100%. That's again where the thing comes to the board that is running all of this, the ICC, right? Like, security concerns obviously are there. We all understand everything, but then you're sending your agents and you're getting the security checked by those respective teams that are not even in anywhere around the cricketing. They're an independent body and stuff, right? Like, so now when it's getting checked, people are still refusing to come. That shows that you lack authority. You lack authority. And that's where you got to understand ke bhai, you have to see ke, why are you not able to hold the confidence of the cricketing nations, and that is something that I don't know ICC has to rectify. Neither they're listening to the security thing, neither they're listening to the scheduling thing, neither they're doing anything about these things. So it depends when will the ICC actually become a governing council than just like a listening council.
Yeah. Also, let's talk about the Bangladesh itself, right? Like, because right now the ICC is telling them, if you flip the argument a bit, the ICC is telling them you got to complain India, we'll provide you the security, everything will be correct. The Bangladesh cricketers want to go play as well. The BCB also wants to go play, but the government, the situation going on there is a very hostile situation, and I don't know the exact details of what the political status is in Bangladesh, but it's not looking good. Obviously, there is problems over there. There is lynching going on. There are serious issues now. So if you see it from that point of view, Bangladesh is also the Bangladesh and their government also have to take responsibility in this, and they have to see कि भाई अपने को ही नुकसान है, because if you see the Bangladesh fans and cricketers are very passionate guys. You've seen them when we went to Dubai and covered Asia Cups and World Cups. We've seen them in India also. Some fans, like, they're very passionate guys about the game. And now if Bangladesh is not playing cricket, maybe for an Indian fan it's not a big deal, maybe for an Australian fan it's not a big deal, but for Bangladesh fans it's a massive deal, because for them cricket is everything.
Yeah, at 200 million, right? Like that's what the number was given to us by their own board president, and though that's a lot of people, right? Like irrespective, maybe in the whole cricketing fraternity, it might just be a point, but 200 million people in isolation is a very big thing. So you're going to miss out a lot, and they are passionate fans. You've seen good rivalries develop with different countries, like the Sri Lanka one. We enjoy already. Obviously, it is sometimes it gets over the top serious, but you also enjoy the banter between those fans. With India and Bangladesh as well, at times you've seen some good matches happening down to the wire. So it will be a very big loss. That's where I said that I still feel that maybe Bangladesh will just budge because of what is at stake, and that is money plus the salaries of the players plus everything. How you're going to run the whole show, how are you going to run the board without any kind of money coming from a जो guaranteed है आपको, आप हारो जीतो कुछ भी करो आपको पैसे तो मिलेंगे आपको. So that is something that they will have to definitely look at. But again, centering back, that the ICC has to take some responsibility and start issuing some rules that are definitely non-negotiable for any cricketing nation.
Yeah, I think that's very well put. So this was the topic for today. I mean, obviously, it is a big matter because Bangladesh is part of the ICC. Bangladesh is a big cricketing nation. They might not be on the level of England, India, Australia, but they've been prevalent in tournaments over the last 20, 25 years. They've had a few upsets. They've beat England in 2015 World Cup. They beat India in 2007 World Cup. They beat New Zealand, I think, Fez, in the 2019 World Cup as well. So they've had instances where they've surprised teams as well. They've had talented players like Shakib Al Hasan, Tamim Iqbal, Mashraf Murtaza, a lot of big players coming from Bangladesh as well. So it'll be
Yes.
unfortunate if they don't make it, but it is what it is. We have to accept it. We'll give you the update whenever it comes. But thank you, Faz, for joining on today's episode. We really appreciate it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribe button, and do comment on this video as well. It'll help us in the algorithm. Take care,
Thank
everybody.
you so
Thank
much,
you.
everybody.